I'm sitting in a darkened theater, waiting for the show to begin. I pray. Please let it be a good show. And let it be short. And keep the actors out of the audience. I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story, a few good songs to take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Oh, hello. How are we today? I'm feeling a bit blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. Anyways, whenever I'm feeling this sort of way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And what did I find but my favorite show, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? It's the original show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Isn't she amazing? Now, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now? I was hoping you would say yes. Isn't this great? The curtain's going up. I can't wait.
Underling!
Yes, madam.
How do I look?
You look radiant, Miss Tottenville.
Oh, how I love this dress so. It never goes out of style.
It is a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Could someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, yes, your dress, your fancy dress. Was such a pleasure airing it for stitching and repair. God bless your dress, your fancy dress. And I will tell you
It's really happening. Truly happening. Almost happening. What is happening? I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. I circle through the stratus in my modern apparatus. I'm Trix, the aviatrix. I gotta fly. I'll see ya when we tie the knot. A wedding, a wedding, a wedding,
Well, there you have it. All the guests have arrived. We have a bride who's giving up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, a hairy producer, jovial gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a fleeting parade, a Lothario, an aviatrix, and of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for evening's entertainment?
wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will sing, and we will sing along.
Wasn't that wonderful? And we ding along. I don't even know what that means. Okay, I'll lead you through this record as best I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. We start with a welcome from the love-struck room.
I just wanted to thank you all for coming. Why? I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Here's to Miss Janet Vandegraff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
It's the wedding day. It's bad luck for the groom to see his bride on the wedding day.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the engaging room.
You. Keep Janet away from Robert. You're the chaperone. It's your only job.
Oh, Robert, who's my funny bunny?
I'm your funny buddy.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Felty!
Getting married and leaving show business.
Mr. Felty!
Doesn't she know I have obligations?
Mr. Felty! I can be your leading lady. You said yourself. I'm useless in the chorus.
Katie, for the last time, you don't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
I'm pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
I don't have time for this.
Keep going, Mr. Felty.
Not now. Perhaps that's for the role? I'm not hungry.
And perhaps we should give you something else to chew on.
Yeah,
something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the innocent guise of pastry chefs, we are also
And primarily employees of a certain individual who happen to be,
the single largest investor in Belgian follies. He sent us here
as pastry chefs,
to express our concerns about Miss Vandegraff's upcoming nuptials.
specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show,
Then there ain't no show.
You tell your boss that this wedding is never going to happen. You have my word.
oh, we'll have your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, I hope we've made ourselves perfectly eclair.
One can only hope.
You just gotta be kidding me.
A trifle much?
Don't tart with me.
All right, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, the ganache.
We're on the land.
Let's not take that river. We'll leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Shelby. In the meantime, enjoy the dessert carousel.
Now, don't worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is, of course. Hey there, Mr. Middleman, shaking and a-quaking, trembling like them fraidy cats do. Something big be bothering. Don't you got old beats, rowdy cat. You can make them old feet hot. Never into old feet, old feet. Can't be undone, old feet. You can make them old feet hot. Down the aisle.
Then don't say, well, why don't you just run back to your mother with that woman? Now you find another minister. What are you doing?
I'm singing a song. A decent remedy for wedding day.
Jitters? You got jitters. What's the easy part? After I get rice, souvenirs, her minister. You put my life on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
Have I got?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I do? Cold feet?
No! You make cold feet hot. Five, six, seven, eight.
Cold feet hot. Cold feet hot. Cold feet hot. Cold feet hot. Dancing around like a fool, it just snapped an ankle. Dancing's too dangerous. Try skating instead. That's what I like to do when I need to blow off steam. Just go for a skate.
George, you think of everything.
Wait. Oh no, you went to see Janet. Here. Take this blindfold.
George! What would I do without you?
Just looking after you, my boy. Now go, and no more tap dancing.
Later, George.
Wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will chime.
Just ignore it. It does this occasionally. It rings. It'll stop soon. Just ignore it. What? What do you want? Oh well, that's it. The moment's ruined. Thank you. Thank you, life. Sorry. Let's shake that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have phones in 1928. But I'm sure they had other things for the ruining of moments. Bugles or something.
Happy wedding time.
is through his woman.
Oh, through his woman!
Yeah, you, Aldolfo, must kiss his bride.
Adolfo will kiss his bride. That will show people that Adolfo is no scoundrel. Yes, show me to this bride.
In a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning. Yes, life is never.
This scene is really interesting. This is the only time in the show that Janet and the chaperone are alone on stage together. Jane Roberts, who plays Janet, was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell, the chaperone, was already well established and a force to contend with.
I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man you hardly know, but somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big, bunny eyes, oh gee, I get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it? Not necessarily. I'm woozy right
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She demanded that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration? Inspiration. Really, dear, that's not my favorite. Yes, what if you ask something on life's funny journey as we stumble along into the blue. We look here
Sooner is later. Better. Sooner is better. My mistakes.
Ah, you saw through my little ruse. You found me out.
So you are Bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me a doll face.
No. Not a doll face, a doll foe. How can I get you to remember them? I'm sure that you have heard the name. A lady's man who wins a claim. The lovely Miss I am the same. I introduce myself. I am a
Nice to meet you.
Now just in case you didn't hear, I'll try to make it very clear. The lovely ladies always cheer. When I repeat to myself, I am a
Understood.
I do it now, but it will take hours. Now let's see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Now who's that fellow that you see?
Adolfo.
And how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
And who is it that'll always be?
Adolfo.
Now sing it proudly.
You are Adolfo.
Now let me spell it out for you.
That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I think it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a stranger. But that's love, isn't it? Romantic fantasies, falling in love at the drop of a hat, spontaneous tangling, suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting, like a garden.
Hi. Don't worry, madam. It's my wedding day, and I have to wear a blindfold. I'm an accident waiting to happen.
Blindfold?
Yes. Who am I speaking to anyhow?
Oh, it's me. I mean, Mimi. Mimi from Hunts.
This scene couldn't be any more ridiculous.
So, you have married Chandra, no?
We.
And she's very beautiful. And then who's?
Ah, we.
And is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles?
So I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
The middle part where they make the toast. So, you have told me about your, how do you say it in English, fiancé?
That's right.
Well, honey, when was the moment when you knew that she was the only one for you?
It's a funny story, actually. We were on the Lido Den at the Isle de France.
Yes?
I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and I felt all woozy.
Then you fell. Then you fell.
Yes, right on my keister. And I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's what she said. And and that's when I knew it must be love. And then we kissed. Mwah!
Wait a minute. You kissed this French girl on your wedding day.
Oh no! What have I done? Wait!
Well, it looks like the blindfold and the fake French accent have led to a terrible misunderstanding. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's a musical. Everything always works out. In the real world, nothing ever works out. And the only people to burst into song are the hopelessly deranged.
Mr. Felton!
Where is Aldolfo?
Mr. Felton, you don't need Janet no more.
Kitty, not now.
But I've been working on a mind reading act. Presenting Kitty, the incomprehensible. Now think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of something all right.
I think I'm getting it. Pick up some milk, a little rye bread, and don't forget to shave your legs.
You're reading your own line, you idiot! Oh my god!
No wonder it's so easy.
Mr. Felting,
It appears that the wedding is proceeding according to schedule.
and it's time you received your just desserts. What do you say, partner? Should we have something special for Mr. Felting here?
Yeah. How about a Toledo surprise?
Oh, it's a Lego surprise.
I've never heard of that before.
That's probably because those who have heard it are the we never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First, you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough.
then you bake it up nice and slow,
Then you got your Toledo. Toledo
surprise.
surprise.
Could you run that by me again?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Felting. First, you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough.
then you bake it up nice and slow,
Then
you got your Toledo. Toledo surprise. So what do you say? Should we give him a taste?
Alright.
Hold it!
Hold it. What style, what grace, what rhythm?
Hold me your fists. Now shake them. Now give me that recipe one more time. Da 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 da. Go!
Chop the nuts, pound the dough,
Bake it up
front nice and slow.
Then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
Now sell it.
It's a peach. It's a steak. rise. Don't let it. Toledo surprise. Wait till it's ready. Surprise. Wait till it's ready. Surprise. Wait till it's ready. Now it's looking ready. Surprise. Got it. Makes me twitch. Makes me shake. This dessert takes the cake. Makes me like a torpedo. Toledo surprise. Toledo surprise. Toledo surprise. 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 Surprise.
Why are we dancing? Our dreams are in tatters.
Yes, yes, but the tune is so infectious.
Oh, Robert, this is the saddest day of my life.
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. They will never celebrate their happy wedding.
There you have it. The curtains fall, and it's time for intermission. So Act 2 of The Drowsy Chaperone begins with a haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it standing on her balcony, bathed in a pale blue light of synthetic which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it will be difficult, but block them out. They're not the best, but the tune is beautiful, and it really communicates with the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
I put a bunny on a pedestal and tried to make that bunny stay. And he sat on the top, but he needed to hop and with other bunnies play. Far away, he left his hair
Here we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraft.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What of the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions?
Now she really lets go.
I'm Janet Vandergraft. Ain't no nail that I can't hammer. I can love my life a glimmer, life a glimmer, life a glimmer. No!
Funny, funny,
I love this part.
funny, funny,
She's having a complete mental breakdown.
funny, funny, funny,
I'm an accident waiting to
funny, funny, funny,
I don't want to show off no more.
Funny, funny.
I don't want to spread mirth no more.
Funny, funny.
Be the greatest on earth no more. I don't wanna. I don't. Do I wanna show?
Stage it, stay up on the stage, and millions wanna see you shine. Sure, Janet, future is secure, Janet, millions will do just fine.
But why go on without my funny bunny cat? He makes my heart go puppy, drives me hopping mad. Oh, Robert, what a fool instead. Hapless fool. I know now. Love you. They've thrown it all away. Love you, buddy. But is love enough? Is love ever enough? Is it my body or my pedestal?
I really just love that number. It has everything. Halfway between a show tune and a Looney Tune. Mostly Berkeley, I like to call it. And that's another thing I like about musicals. When a character is in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. Oh, and you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and something starts ringing.
What a beautiful day for a wedding.
I don't want the number being ruined by our ringing telephone.
Remove the pews now, or would you prefer I wait till morning?
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride is called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion. Why, 1 minute you could be in love with someone, and the next, well, you just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
See, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret, but here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but here's a fact on which we can depend. 'Twas a happy fate for Hank VIII and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yes, she was in love. Love was good to
get through.
Don't mind if I do. Life is always lovely in the end. Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love, love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Oh, there's a moment coming up that I've been obsessed with.
There you are. Oh, chaperone, I'm in a terrible state. You certainly are. You can't go to a wedding just like that. Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off. Not your wedding, mine. Oh, that reminds me. Might I borrow your veil? You're getting married? But to whom?
La 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 la. Ah, yes. Beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You're marrying Adolfo? I know it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy, and that's love, isn't it?
Yes, dear, that is love.
There you are, Janet. You're looking everywhere. Now you have to tell me which I have a weak heart and I just can't take it. Is there going to be a wedding or not? Yes. Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married. What?
There you are. I have wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know?
Yes, we know. We just heard.
But who told you?
I did.
But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
It's not an honor to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What?
What? Oh, yes.
What kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except for the groom and bride.
Janet, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Don't be that way, Janet. It's our wedding day, and George's gone through all this trouble, and well, I do love you more than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes! But I just can't understand it. I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing this random French girl, why, it was just like kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
There you are. Before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the part of the happy wife, you'll never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I just don't know. Oh, I'm so confused. Chaperone, please, I beg you. Just this one time, give me some advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
Now here it is, the moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but also a moment that has fascinated me more than any other, and that has brought me back to this record again and again. Here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is...
And this is it. Listen.
While
Is she saying live while you can, or leave while you can?
you can.
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell, so it might be a cynical quip. But this is a wedding after all, and that's exactly what you would think while standing at the altar. Live or leave. And you have to live, because in the larger sense, it would have been better to live than to leave, right?
While you can.
you have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, chaperone, you have a way with words. Robert, my answer is yes, I will marry you. Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, well, Mr. Fellowsy, it seems that this wedding is a done deal.
Now you're in trouble.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, but there is. I've got a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty the Incredible! Kitty, now concentrate and show those boys how you can read my mind.
Kitty, will you marry me? Oh, yes, Mr. Felton, yes!
Isn't she amazing?
Well, you ladies go put on your frillies and we can all get married in one big club.
Well, George, I don't know how you managed to do it. 4 weddings in one day. I guess you're everybody's best man now.
I am?
Yeah.
I am!
Hip hip, hooray!
That's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing what a first man wants.
He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought.
Wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time.
come. I'll find the fuse box. Everyone be quiet.
It's the super.
Oh.
Hi,
Hello.
your lights are out.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to shut the power off because we're replacing a breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we replaced it, but when we did, all the breakers in the apartment tripped.
Yes.
So I have to reset the breakers.
Now?
It only takes a second.
Alright.
I tried calling you earlier, but there was no answer.
I've been having trouble with the phone.
Here we go.
It was a record.
What kind of music was it?
It was, musical.
You like musicals?
No.
I love musicals. Like all the time. Did you see Miss Saigon? They did a whole helicopter and stage in there. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen Tax, Lady It, Saturday Fever. I thought the movie was better.
Really? Well, goodbye. Well, that's it. One note away from the end of the show, and the mood is broken. I should just start the record over again. Can I? It's so frustrating. You have to understand. I love this musical so much, but I've never even seen it. My mother gave me this record, and that was before our dad left us. He didn't leave because of the record, but I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not the best. The rabbit motif is a bit labored, but it does what a musical is supposed to do. It gives you a tune, a little something for when you're feeling blue that you can carry in your head.